Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video. So we have the newest LR here. LR Kid Gohan and LR Piccolo. This is an exchange character. I'm not quite certain how good exactly this character is going to be. We can go ahead and take a look at them. I mean, it's going to take a couple of turns until we're going to be able to swap over to Piccolo, right? If HP is under 70% on the 4th turn, or turn 6, we'll be able to transform. Considering that we have these boys here on turn 1, means it's going to be quite a while until we're able to transform them. What I'll probably do, and this probably is the best way to use them. So, you know, the fight will start... Oh, god damn it, this Turles kid's stun. Well, they need a Namek Saga or Namekian category ally. I could put Evolution Blue Vegeta in slot 1 right here. Let him eat this, just in case Turles supers. By the way, Ki is potentially not the greatest for Piccolo and Gohan. But one thing that's about this Piccolo and Gohan here, is that they are going to lose a lot of effectiveness. Because what is the exact line? They get 3 Ki, 30% damage reduction, 30% crit, and an additional has a high chance to super for 3 turns from when they first show up. So we're going to have to get them out of the way when they're, after their 2nd turn. And then once they transform into Piccolo or exchange into Piccolo, we're going to be looking a lot better there. Let's hit this. Then I guess let's just get the most amount of Ki we could possibly get right there. So yeah, Ki potentially is an issue. They do get 3 Ki, 30% damage reduction, and 30% crit as the first attacker in the turn. But, I mean, in this turn specifically, we could get stunned by this right here, which I did not want to do. Vegeta could get stunned, it's not a problem. So, this Gohan and Piccolo, they can get up to 80% damage reduction turn 1 in slot 1, which is definitely pretty good. I think that should be enough to be effective, potentially. Okay, additional normal, sure. Another one. Additional normal, sure. And that's it. But it should be enough for the character to be effective in the Gogeta and Janemba fights, right? Like, I do think we'll be able to probably get away with Gohan being able to sit in slot 1 and potentially handle business. I'm going to want to see kind of like how it's going to, go, but that's not too bad. Now, the double additional normal we got right there is actually kind of a bad thing, because this character, and maybe I guess, could have just gone for the 12 Ki on that first turn. You probably would. I mean, okay, so, like, the fight starts out, and it's not like, I mean, we'll choose Gogeta and Janemba as an example, or, maybe Android 17 in the Goku and Frieza fight. Like, it's not like you're trying to race against time to kill the bosses as quickly as possible anyway. So maybe some slight Ki issues could be good, because the super attack effects for this, both Gohan and Piccolo, are pretty good. 18 Ki is 100% attack and defense for 1 turn, and Meg Colossal damage to the enemy. 12 Ki is a stack. Oh, how much is the stack, actually? It's 20% each, yeah. So it is. It's a normal attack. Like, when it's attack and defense stack like that, that's typically what it is, 20%, and that's exactly what they got. So they stack 20% attack and 20% defense when they do their 12 Ki super attack. Unfortunately, though, last turn, as you guys saw, we did get double additional normal, unfortunately. All right, so here we are in our 2nd rotation. Again, kind of what we would want to do with them at this point is float the Gohan and Piccolo off. Remember, if we have Gohan and Piccolo in slot 1, for those first 2 turns, though, 80% damage reduction should be able to get the job done against even Gogeta and Janemba. Well, like, what is our defense looking like? 200k? And obviously, remember, I mean, as Gohan attacks, we would be getting a lot of defense. Piccolo should settle into probably a very effective kind of like slot 2 role. I think he should look quite good. What is Gohan's link set right here? Not the greatest. He does have All in the Family, though, which could synergize well with, you know, say, Beast Gohan. You know, other strong Gohan characters right now. LR Family Kamehameha Gohan have All in the Family. So this link set is Saiyan Warrior Race, All in the Family, Gaze of Respect, Shocking Speed, Demonic Ways, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. I'm going to just let it play like this, because, again, this is kind of what we're going to want to do. We're in Red Zone Movie Boss Rush, which starts out weak and gets tough at the end. So, obviously, this is not a fight here where we're going to have... we're not going to be taking damage in here. Now, I do want to get them, you know, a lot of ki right here like this. Again, you know, depending upon the fight, maybe, you know, a good argument could be made to just, you know, maybe intentionally try and hit the 12 ki. I could see it, right? Get a couple of stacks in. It's only double 20%, but, I mean, I've had many runs where I either die by a very small amount of HP, we're talking hundreds of HP, and I've had runs where we've won with hundreds of HP, right? So those 20% stacks could be meaningful. You know, if we're talking about like a big time Janemba super attack, or maybe like a 17 in Golden Frieza super or something like that. So this is us at 24 ki right here. Okay. Let's see if we get the additional additional supers to proc this time. Okay, additional normal. And wow, damn. Only me, huh? Okay. Alright, guys, so turn 6, we're able to transform here from Gohan into Piccolo. The Gohan certainly didn't look the craziest, but, I mean, he definitely is a defensive character, Gohan, right? It's like, I could see him being quite impactful early on in the fight against Gogeta and Janemba, which I would say my prediction is that up until the end of January, Goku and Frieza, Bulma, Gogeta, Janemba, those are going to be the 4 major fights. So Gohan should be very effective against Gogeta and Janemba, so I do like that. Remember, you know, offense looks way prettier in like one of these showcases and stuff like that, but the ability to hold down slot 1 is infinitely more valuable and huge. So that could be very good. Now, if we're in Gogeta and Janemba, we'll be tanking and stuff like that, but certainly this HP condition on turn 4, under 70%, probably wouldn't be the biggest deal. Probably. But do keep in mind, too, that Gohan, he does heal 20% HP at the end of the turn. Not a terrible ability, honestly. It's pretty solid. We went over a lot of, like, everything else he does. Like, he's not really that crazy. He's pretty basic, Gohan. So I think we could just go ahead and do the transformation here. Again, on turn, if we're not, you know, under 70% HP on turn 4, we can't use the active skill. But then turn 6, it's conditionless. Now, I should mention, too, real quick, the active skill conditions is start of battle. So, best case scenario, this is where you're cooking really nice. Although, you probably would want him with the 80% damage reduction right away for turn 1, but if Gohan and Piccolo start out in slot 7, it does not hurt you, because the conditions are start of battle and not start of turn. So, alright, let's just go ahead and morph into, well, I guess exchange into Piccolo right here. Here's Vegeta and his horrible ability, by the way, to change. I don't know what they were thinking with that. That, like, those scenes were actually super fire. Alright, so we could have Piccolo and Nail next to each other. Now, one problem with Gohan, I guess I didn't really talk about it much, but Gohan has an ability, 3 ki, 20% damage reduction, 20% crit, if there's a Planet Namek Saga or Namekian category ally on the same turn. That's potentially annoying. But Piccolo doesn't have that. So that's going to be good. Piccolo doesn't have that. I just want to go over his passive quick. So 8 ki, 250% attack and defense, 150% attack on super attack, 50% damage reduction, 50% chance to crit, additional to 70% chance to super, 4 ki additional super, starting from the turn in which he receives an attack. So let's definitely put him in slot 1 right here. When HP is 70% or more at the start of turn, he gets another 20% damage reduction, and then super class allies, 70% defense. It's pretty good. It doesn't synergize well with Namek Saga, by the way. That's the one. There's a lot of extreme class characters here, including the goddamn leader of the team, by the way. But yeah, he does have that 70% defensive support right there. So 70% damage reduction is, I think like leaving him in slot 2 potentially could be interesting. And then if HP is 70% or less at the start of turn, he gets guaranteed dodge. And then from his next turn afterwards, he gets a high chance to dodge. And then 25% HP at the end of the turn. It's one of these things where this Gohan and Piccolo might be a potential man character. I don't know. Because it's like, a lot of that shit sounds, oh my god, super duper, but, you know, how often are we going to get his full bag of tricks? His full bag of treats? Right? Like, is it going to be super often? I'm, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Link's set is going to change a little bit here. So he now has Brainiacs. Orange Piccolo's got that, so we'll be able to get that up. Namekian, Gaze of Respect, Shocking Speed, Demonic Waves, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. He'll look good on a rotation of, like, Nail, Orange Piccolo, and himself or something like that. Now, last thing, and then we're going to be off to the races with Piccolo. I should mention right here, super attack effects are, yeah, they're exactly the same. It's 100% attack and defense on 18 key, and then he stacks. Wait, let me double check, actually, that this is a still 20% stack on Piccolo. It's, okay, yeah, I'm going to double check that. Here, let's get going. Let's see what Piccolo is going to look like right here. Yeah, let me see. Piccolo. Let me make sure that he's double 20%. All right, so we got hit, so that means we're going to have our guaranteed additional 19. Remember, we got no 12-key supers with Kid Gohan, unfortunately, because, I mean, I have bad luck. And he just kills Cooler right there. Nice little KO screen. Not bad, yeah. I do love the Piccolo versus First Form Frieza fight. I think it's awesome, by the way. All right, so we're here on our next turn. Let's go ahead and see what we're going to do. I mean, I'm not really too fearful of this Android 13. Again, we're at 363k right here. Somehow we're on turn 8 with 0 stacks. Again, I'm sorry, but bro, trust me, man, I'd love to be getting some stacks in right now, man. I promise. I wish I was getting stacks in, dude. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's get some stacks. Nail needs to be stacking up, too. All right, so there's the 19 million. Looks like Piccolo, I mean, Key is probably going to be very good for Piccolo most of these turns. Don't crit. Of course he does. Okay. So this should be a guaranteed additional super. Animations do look pretty good for Piccolo, huh? Damn. They used a lot of the, I think almost all of the best stuff from that fight. And then, damn, that's the 70%? We've actually, it's very frustrating, man. We've actually failed every possible chance to get an additional super. It's so frustrating. Yeah, that was, like, the additional super we got is because it's a guaranteed super, right? We've failed every single proc. Frustrating. All right, guys, so here we are back again. This is just, unfortunately, a very unlucky video. Okay, so, well, wait, hold on. So we did get some stacks. Did we get one stack and he jumped? Oh, well, we do have Brainiacs activated now with Orange Piccolo. So that's giving us a lot of extra defense right there. So, yeah, I mean, just throughout this run, it was just, you know, uber bad luck. We failed every single possible proc, unfortunately. Again, I'm sorry. I will try and improve my luck in the future. Unfortunately, Nail's going to get floated off right there. We're not really getting the stacks in for Nail either. Now, remember, on a lot of these turns, Piccolo does have... Ooh, damn, 24 million right there. Piccolo does have high damage reduction, right? I mean, if our HP is 70% or more at the start of the turn, he is rocking 70% with the ability to do all these supers, and he could stack. Like, this I don't know that this character is even going to be in my top 10. Because, like, would I put this character above, like, Int Broly? Like, no, for sure. For sure not. I would not. Int Broly, I think, is easily better, right? And, like, you know, like, TEQ Goku, of course, I think is better. But, I mean, this Gohan and Piccolo, like, they've got some stuff. It's just that the way things work nowadays, like, our characters are all just so goddamn busted, right? Is one of the big things. This Janemba's not really too crazy. I could... Bojack did kind of leave me with a pretty iffy turn right here. Let's just hit this, I guess, and hope that Vegeta does not get sunned. One thing that I guess has been unfortunate during this showcase is that the LR Piccolo has been on kind of what I would describe as, like, the off turn. And just what I mean by that, god damn it. Vegeta, please. This is a Bojack issue. Oh, wow. Wow, Vegeta. Wow, Vegeta, really? Okay. So, like, we keep... I'm gonna just miss this. We keep going into the turn, too, with the boss having, like, a little bit depleted HP. Just kind of like the way the video's gone. I am gonna do at least a little bit of a second run, because we didn't even get, like, stacks in for Kid Gohan. Like, I'd like to do another run where we could see some stacks with Kid Gohan. Here, let's come back for Piccolo's next turn. Alrighty, guys, here we go again. Again, I guess we'll just leave Piccolo next to Orange Piccolo. I mean, they're gonna link up fine. Remember, Orange Piccolo is not a character we can't get away with running or anything like that anymore, for sure. Right? Like, we could run Orange Piccolo, he will be fine, but obviously Orange Piccolo is not as good as he once was. Right? He's not the, you know, top 10 contender character. He could be effective, he could do some stuff. He can be good on Vegeta's team. Remember, Orange Piccolo on Vegeta's team can allow Vegeta to, you know, get his orb buff before doing his active, right? Little, like, hidden tech you could do. All right, so remember, every 12 key super we're doing Piccolo, we are going to be getting stacks. So remember, during, you know, this run, we had bad luck with the additionals. We're getting, yep, finally, we got one. We very easily could have instead gotten every single additional. So Piccolo could be utterly absurd, right, at this point. Very easily. The stacks aren't super crazy, only 20%, but we'll see. Keep in mind, by the way, that both Goku and Frieza and Bulma, you are getting to turn 9, you know, a lot of times when you're finishing the fights. So, you know, you do have time to get some stacks with Gohan and Piccolo. Like, if we're, you know, let's say the fight starts, you know, their first rotation, you're fighting Android 17, they're in slot 2, you know, just, yeah, like, just going for, like, a 12-key super, getting some stacks, and then Piccolo could potentially lay the hammer down on Goku and Frieza. It could be pretty good. Piccolo, I don't think, is going to be capable... we're in trouble now. God damn it. Yeah, that's probably the end of this run. I mean, I did want to do a second run anyway. Oh boy, Nail does have damage reduction, but Janemba hits a little too hard. If we had gotten stacks with Nail earlier on, we could have been good right here. I guess I'm going to go with Vegeta on this turn. Vegeta and Prey. I don't think Vegeta probably has what it takes for this. Does he? 8 orbs? 8 orbs. I'm curious. Like, if Janemba just, like, queues up a super right here, I think Vegeta would die. Maybe. Remember, this Janemba super's for, it's like 2.2 or something like that with a defensive debuff, right? We dodge it. Nice. Clutch dodge, clutch dodge, clutch dodge right there. Very good. All right, cool. I think we'll probably get, like, maybe one more turn in this run. You know, we'll see. And then I do want to just do another run, you know, see if we can't get, like, Kid Gohan some more stacks earlier on. Maybe see if, like, Piccolo could look a little bit better, like, on his first turn. Because, again, remember, in this run, we didn't get any stacks with Kid Gohan his first turn. Man. That first attack is a little bit spooky here. I really would like to, I think, just maximize Piccolo himself. Let's just put Piccolo in slot 1. For now. Let's see how he does. He does have type advantage, so Broly probably can't. Yeah, who am I kidding? Broly is not taking this Piccolo down. We have 70% damage reduction on top of type advantage. I'm actually silly, like, for even wondering for a second. Piccolo, I think, should eat this really well. Because remember, he's guarding with 70% damage reduction. So even if Broly queues up like this, we should eat this pretty well. Maybe 150, 200 at the most, right? Haha, yeah. All right, pretty good. Now, that's something that Piccolo will be able to do more so against AGL characters, remember. Then he's going to be able to, like, you know, like Goku and Frieza, you're not putting Piccolo in slot 1 against Goku and Frieza. Piccolo will be very effective in, like, slot 2, for sure. Like, how, let's say, theoretically, we're in slot 2 and Bulma is super in slot 2. Do we think Piccolo will handle business there? Probably not. Against that, like, 6 million monster truck super she has, but we'll see. Alright, couple more turns and we'll finish up. Alright, guys, we can make this the final turn. Oh, we could probably... Well, actually, that last link right here, this is just shocking speed. So all that is would be a little bit of extra defense. Let's just go ahead and see what we got right here. She's up to 824. Damn, I mean, he really can be... this is obviously a, you know, movie boss, Redstone movie boss rush, but, I mean, when we get GT boss rush will happen, I mean, this character potentially could be pretty nuts. I'm not... Like, leaving the video, I'm not sure how much of a potential man this character is. I think they're probably going to be just pretty good. Because the number one most important thing is, like, can you take a damn hit? Right? Like, can I actually use you without you folding in 2 seconds? And the answer for this character should be yes, for sure. You just have to maneuver the Kid Gohan portion of the character smartly. And it should work out very well if you do that. And then all these additionals. We have not been getting good luck with the hidden potential system additional throughout this video as well. So it's like, remember, I mean, we could have been even looking crazier here easily. Nah, Piccolo is not bad. Let me just get a little bit more footage of Kid Gohan, again, since we didn't get any 12 key supers whatsoever. Just a little bit more, and we'll probably finish up here. Alright, guys, look at this, man. First turn, Vegeta's revive up. I wish it was that easy in Goku and Frieza. Okay, so remember, Gohan, in order for Gohan to be super effective, pretty important here, he does need either a Namek Saga ally or a Namekian. But remember, that's only a portion of this character. Piccolo himself doesn't have that. So, I mean, okay, let's say we're fighting Goku and Frieza or Bulma. We're not really going to need to worry about that so much, I don't think. That is going to be important, hugely important, if we're fighting Gogeta and Janemba. So, on this turn, let's just go for a couple of stacks. Like, let's just try and... We're going to get 3 key once we attack, too, huh? And he's going to just get the 18 key. God damn it. Yeah, he is. I don't think Gohan links up too well with Nail yet, do we? Fierce Battle and Shocking Speed. Nah, let's not do that, because that's going to give us key. Well, it doesn't matter. We're going to get the key regardless. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll leave Piccolo on, or Nail on rotation, sure. All right, let's see what we get right here. Can we get some additional supers this time? I'd love. Hey, wouldn't you guys love additional supers? I'd love additional supers. All right, let's see. Gohan doesn't have, like, built-in crits or super effective against all types or anything like that, right? So, no, but we just get to... No, but we just get the hidden potential system additional crit. No, he does. Yeah, he has 30% chance to crit for the first 3 turns, 30% chance to crit as a first attacker in the turn, and then 20% chance to crit with a Namek Saga ally. I'm a silly Billy. He has 80% crit and 80% damage reduction. with the additionals built in. That is so interesting, though, the way these characters, right? Like, it's like all these, on this channel, we spend an awful lot of time talking about builds, right? But so many of these characters, seriously, it's just like they have almost all this shit built in anyway. Tons of additionals, tons of crit. I'm probably gonna go dodge primary, additional, secondary for Gohan and Piccolo. That's probably what I'll do for their build, I think. Probably what I'm gonna go with. Alright, guys. Again, I'm 7th. It was just a bad luck night, maybe. We could at least maybe get, like, Gohan a little bit charged up right here. Let's just get as much ki as we can do right there. Get him in slot 1, 24 ki. We've got Goku here who give us a little bit of support. Let's just sort of see what our boy Gohan is going to give us on this turn. So yeah, the Gohan and Piccolo character, I think that they seem pretty good. Like, they're not like, oh my god, they're like, you know, like top 5 or something like that. But, I mean, I think they seem good. Super? No, it's a normal, of course. I think that they're pretty good. The Gohan and Piccolo. I think we'll be able to do some good stuff with them. One thing that's going to be important, though, I mean, if it's going to be a fight that's very hard at the start, like Gogeta and Janemba, that's where it's like, is Namek Saga going to be, you know, a real thing or what? This character is on a lot of teams, by the way, because it's basically, this is basically a Kid Gohan, right? It's an exchange character, so all of the categories and stuff like that are for Kid Gohan. So, I mean, this unit is on LR Beast Gohan's, you know, 200%, for example. So, like, this character could just be another good addition to Beast Gohan's team, which would work really well, actually, because it would get Beast the unit super attack. This character would be able to, you know, be, you know, very effective as, like, a slot 2 next to Beast, potentially. I think it could work. I do kind of like the character, but again, yellow coin LRs, I think it's important not to have too high expectations of them moving forward, not to just assume they're going to be, you know, top 5 level characters and stuff like that. But we'll see. Let me know what you guys think about the LR Gohan and Piccolo exchange character. But I definitely think they look pretty solid.